what's up, everybody? Mogan Monster here, along with Stevie B.
Hello. What was that?
I don't know.
You threw me off with that one.
Welcome to Why the Fascination.
Hi.
WTF. Good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me just get them on now, so I'm not looking for them.
And here I'm
Might have to clean them.
trying to plug my phone in because it's at 1%, and the charging cable wasn't working for some reason.
Stevie just pointed out something pretty funny. The bandana she got me, it stars and stripes, whatever. But if I lean in, I blend into the background.
Camouflage. I actually told him before the show, I said, I bet Christy can't guess the color of his bandana tonight. It all blended in. G'day, Mark.
G'day, Mark. How are you, buddy?
Christy.
Tight lines.
Harold. Northwoods. Richie Evans.
Oh, do I have to repeat her? It seems redundant.
Hello. I'm saying hello.
What's up, everybody? Actually, I already said that in the intro. Northwoods, what's happening, man? How's the fishing been, Mark?
Richie, what did you do to your back? He said his back is jacked up bad. You got to get you some kinetic tape. Tape your back. It helps. I believe it helps.
You know what? Now that she mentions it, she put on some kinetic tape on my lower back last night.
2 strips. Just
across the back, lower back.
Where the pain is. There's videos on it. You can tape your whole body for every pain and joint and muscle.
And I just realized that she mentioned it. I forgot I had it on. And I'll have to say I believe it's working.
I
think it's working.
I think they do. I used to use it for my shoulder because
it's not my back hasn't been. I haven't really thought much about my lower back today.
It takes the pressure off of whatever is causing that pain. It gives relief, and on average, from my experience, 3 days and you're good. Honestly, I mean, I used to use it when I tore up my rotator cuff. I
completely forgot I had it on.
Yep, it works.
Roger Blair, what's happening?
Look into it, Richie.
Isaac, great to see you.
If you haven't already. Hey, Isaac.
Talk about blasting the past.
Right.
Oh, shit, that's awesome. I hope you're doing well, man.
I still don't see my phone charging. This is weird.
Where did you plug it in somewhere else?
I switched the cable to the red one.
Is that a light? Is that on?
Yeah, that's on.
Okay, so then that's on.
Yeah, that's working. See? Nothing.
Flip it over.
Gotta be my phone.
Flip it over.
All right, see what?
Because that's what it did with mine earlier. Try that blue one. Technical difficulties,
I started with the blue one, actually, and switched it to that one because the blue one wasn't doing anything either.
So Mark says he hasn't been catching them too well, but his brother's doing all right catching them.
I haven't either, but he's been doing all right.
Well, I get out all the time.
I almost had one this evening. He tells me, "Go cast it down there."
I was
down there.
No, I walked out. I said, "You see where it's light? You can see the bottom of the lake. It's shallow there, and it kind of darkens. There's weeds there, but it gets a little deeper there, and it's narrow. And I never fish it, so
he tells me to cast down there.
I looked at a worm she had. I was like, cast it right down there. There's, and I turned around and walked in.
He turns to go in, and I just dropped it down straight, perfect down the edge of the wall, about a foot out. And as soon as it landed, I let it settle. I cranked it in once, and then just a slight jig, and bam! I said, "Oh shit!" I started reeling it down the wall. I mean, it's probably good, 30, 40 feet down.
I don't know how far you cast.
It was, down at the end. Almost.
I was inside. I didn't.
Yeah.
See it.
Well, anyways, I'm reeling, and I get it right in front of me, and it jumped, and right as I was grabbing it, and off the hook and gone. And I'm like, oh. But yeah, I yelled a cuss word, and I look over, and my neighbor's standing there. She's out there with her dogs, leaning over the rail of her deck, watching me. She said, "What was it?" I said, "It was a big bass." She was like, "Oh no, I saw it jumped." I'm like, "Damn it!"
What's up, Ben? Good to see you.
But it was funny because he had just told me perfectly exactly where to put the line. I dropped it in, and boom, slammed. I went back after that. I mean, it took my worm, my plastic worm,
Rubber worm, yeah.
and I
Rex.
came in, grabbed another one. I said, I got to try it again. And I kind of dropped it all throughout that little area, and there was nothing else there. I saw a what do you call it, pinfish or whatever you call it, needlefish. They and I saw that, but yeah, I said I'm going back in the morning. I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully, something will come back in there. I'm sure that was perfect. That was fun. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I lost it right at the wall. I lost it.
David Blaylock, how's it going? Yeah, I thought she was like, I heard her call my name.
I said, "Where you
And
at?"
I figured she was. I was indisposed. I figured she caught a fish. I mean, she did, but usually she'll carry it in, like I do.
Yeah, no. I wish it was big.
Gate Smasher.
That might have been my 3-pounder right there. It was big. I mean, as soon as it took the hook, it set off a splash and a wave. It was in the shallow down there. But right in that little pool, right in the dark area, I cast to the far edge of it and just started bringing it towards me. I didn't have to. It slammed it. I said I must have dropped it on its head.
Gate Smasher says, I went to Crystal River to ask about that dock, but it was sold already.
Oh, gotcha. Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for checking. Yeah, I've been kind of looking online, different ideas, trying to figure what will work.
Because now
I've seen a lot about the stabilizer.
I get in and out off the kayak, but it's like a 2-foot wall, and it's starting to take its toll.
Yeah,
I go out like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
I'll go out, go to work,
least.
get home from work, go out again,
At least 3 times.
come back in, and then go back out again later, just at sunset. Here, I'll show you.
Hey, David.
I went out today, so I said I was thinking about doing a fishing video, or I just got to test some things, and I mounted a bracket on my kayak. I have to reinforce it though, but I just wanted to see if it would work. I used my phone that I showed you guys Tuesday. The video looks good, but it's hard to hear because I got to figure out maybe a wireless mic or something. I don't know if I can do that with the phone. But
Yeah, the audio is, I mean, you can hear them, but you hear the birds and everything.
Here, I'll just show you. Wind doesn't help.
Not crappy.
Yeah.
Now I'm just jigging.
And yeah, I just catch and release. When I'm out here, I don't bring anything to put fish in, like a stringer or anything. I just come out. And it never fails. As soon as I start catching good sized ones and I decide to keep them, then I don't catch anymore.
This is true.
And this is just in the backyard. There's this big patch of lily pads.
As you can see.
But if you look over my shoulder where there aren't lily pads, there used to be. And it was amazing fishing in there.
The whole area was
I
nothing
can show
but.
you guys, but scared them off.
I was afraid it was going to be too unstable, but it's not bad. I mean, there's a rock to it as far as,
No, but
steadiness.
it's not a nauseous rock.
No, I think I even mentioned a couple times
Oh,
in
yeah?
this about sorry if anybody gets seasick.
Yeah, I fish in all weird positions, like I'll fish behind me. 'Cause it's
Mark
just the
says
way
I really like
the
your
kayak
backyard.
gets turned.
You can hear the birds better than you can me.
This is my third time out here today. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. And as I do drift around, I get around, I'm able to get into all these other little holes. That's right, I'm sticking my jig in every hole I can. These are nice holes. Let's go jig it.
All right. Anyway, so that's my first attempt at filming while fishing. I see, like I said, I have to reinforce where it connects to the boat. Only doing it for the subscribers, Mo. So selfless. Hey, somebody's got to take one for the team.
Such a sacrifice.
I'm willing. I don't, I don't need the accolades. Yeah, so I think it'll work. The camera I can adjust. It was in a position when I was recording that I felt it would give the least amount of sway. I didn't want it to rip off and fall into the bottom. I'm going to tether it. I'm going to, tie it to the goddamn kayak in case it does fall off.
Well, I know I have a little wireless mic. It's a clip one. I know I have one. I just gotta find it.
Lapel mic?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the end of it is, but it's either to plug into the headphone microphone that size, or it might be the C.
Stu, what's up?
But I know I got it because that was one of the things that Alex had given him a while back.
Richie says, come on, I need background drama to fall asleep. Oh, you know what? It would help. You guys know how this works. Link is in chat. Anybody wants to come on, click on that link, come hang out. You get something you want to talk about, bring it. Chris Jarvis, what's happening? Mark says, I really do like your backyard.
Well, if you look
So the way.
a little below that, I said, me too, Mark.
So I can get up and down in the kayak. She can't.
I
So
can't.
I'm gonna build this dock. It's whatever I'm gonna build. I gotta get on it because
not being able to. I could,
Yeah.
but I'd be in the water, I'm sure. I mean, I can get on and off boat pretty good, but getting in a kayak, yeah, no, that's weird.
yeah.
I was starting to say before you played the video, I've been looking at the stabilizer bars for kayak launches, and that's something that I think that would be cool to have. They make them to where there's an upper bar and a lower bar, so when you're climbing out, it's basically just holding on. You're standing on the kayak, you kind of come up through the middle of it, and the kayak stops. So it's just a bar that goes up and over.
That's what I told you I was gonna.
Yeah, but you were talking more of like a platform, I thought, like a little.
No. You pull up and then the bar goes right over the kayak. It's going to be exactly just a little wider than the kayak that it'll slide right in between the bar.
That would be perfect.
And this way you can get your ass up on the dock, at least out of the seat and onto the platform. It will work.
I saw this cool system at, I think it was Michigan Park, State Park.
We could do that. Catch, clean, cook.
Oh, yeah.
Go get a fish. Let's do it now.
All right. I'll be right back.
LIB, what's up, brother?
What to do?
Good to see you.
Blackie, what's up, Chad?
Gary Johnson?
Miss Erica, I know you're nearby somewhere. Oh, hi.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I just said you look good out there fishing on your kayak, bro. You look happy.
Oh yeah. Well, plus, dude, get this. I work at a boat club, so I run a boat club, and
He's out at the water all
yeah.
daily.
I grew up on the water. Kind of past 12 years was in the desert. Had to get back on the water.
Ben just said fishing is happiness.
Hey Tina, it is. It's
It's therapeutic. For
very
one.
therapeutic. You know,
It's just awesome when you land one. You know, it doesn't matter what size. Just catch
everybody
it.
that's a fisherman knows about the one more cast.
Oh.
You're trying to leave, but just one
Just
more cast. It's the never-ending cast. It's just, you know.
Jay Fred says, Russ, get her a pole vault for the wall. Check for gators first. We did see a pretty big one.
Good
Jay.
to see you, Jay.
There was a pretty large one up around the bend over here on the left of us.
Oh yeah,
On
just
Sunday,
just
I
around,
think,
just
or Monday.
I don't know, 100 yards down the bank,
Big,
around the
huge.
corner. This thing was a good
He
8-footer,
was a monster.
at least an 8-footer.
Then we got the little teeny one out back. That's
Figgy, good to see you. There's Erica. Hey, fam.
hey,
I do have to say, happy 5th birthday to my grandson, Christian.
happy birthday.
Yeah, 5 years old. I remember announcing, if you go back, there's a video. It's like one of my first videos.
Right.
It says it's a boy. And that was 5 years ago today. I put that out. Yeah. And of course, it's the 27th. You know, I'm the 27th. Two sisters are 27. It's, you know, guys, you've heard the 27th story. Yeah, that was the latest 27 edition.
Biggie. What's up?
Mark says, do authorities relocate those big gators away from built-up areas? Yeah, they do. They just put them in
One big giant lake.
one big where we fish.
we pulled out 22 crappie that New Year's Day, I think. out of
Yeah.
that lake.
Yeah, Lake Jessup here in Florida.
It's the most heavily populated by gators, and
I think the country.
I know the East Coast. It might be the country.
There might be another where it's second most or whatever, but it's up there with the most heavily populated with gators.
Yeah.
But it's got
Same
some
thing.
really good crappie fishing.
Sure does. Good sized crappie.
Is Ben habla en español in here?
I'm pretty sure that's where I learned to crappie fish, is Lake Jessup.
Yes.
Yes.
And you'd see a few, and we go there at night too, and fish at night. And you take that spotlight and
they're
like a
just hanging
torch.
out.
I guess I don't know what they call it in Australia. Could be a torch.
Spotlight.
It's flashlight. But this is spotlight. And you hit the water, and you just see the eye shine of the gators. Scary when you see how many there are, and we've
Yeah.
only seen maybe 5, 6 at once.
Right.
Through the whole
But you see
area.
'em setting off. Yeah, I got nervous for those guys. We were down there one time and saw some guys in the water cast netting. one guy looked like he was watching the other guy's back, but it's like, they got to be stupid.
Oh yeah. Lake Jessup. I'm like, what the hell is she talking
I
about?
think everybody on the dock was looking at them like, what are y'all thinking?
Yeah, these guys were in the water
In the
cast
water.
netting, and you don't want to be in that
There's
water.
thousands of gators in that lake.
Well, you saw the gators in the lake from a helicopter.
From a chopper,
Yeah.
from a helicopter. That was yeah, that was bizarre. Just the amount of babies, the baby gators. There was hundreds of them. I mean, everywhere. You see tiny heat signatures from them. It was like, what? You see their eyes. You see their eyes in the dark. It's crazy. We weren't up there for 15 minutes. That was it. So it took too many to count.
Jay says Sharon Guy, my favorite wench. Wrench. Oh, and this green is the closest I could get to watermelon, and that's the color of the worm on Stevie's hook right now.
Oh wow. He's right. You're too silly, I swear. Sharon says, Jay, I love you. I love you too. See, I can't stand this heart in the corner. You can't ever see the last word.
Gate Smasher says, "Didn't know you have so much fun jumping on gators. I would love to have started a long time ago."
Jeez.
I yanked 2 gators out of here. I didn't jump on them, no.
No.
I just immobilized them.
Momentarily.
Yeah, they weren't going anywhere.
No, and I think at that point they realized you were helping it.
The one
It-
did. That
it
was
calmed.
so weird.
Yeah, he calmed down. It was when you were done.
Thing starts hissing at me, and as soon as I touched the hook in his mouth, he just kind of
He just stopped.
relaxed.
Yeah.
He just he settled down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and it popped it right out.
Because the first one was kind of rambunctious coming out of the water. And
Yeah,
he didn't settle down a whole lot.
indeed. If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl,
Right.
y'all.
See, even Jay said, Isaac, long time.
I think I've done that song in karaoke.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
I rode an 11-footer. That was real fun. I still have my arms and legs. Did they electrical tape his mouth?
Yeah, right.
Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? You need subtitles soon. Closed caption.
You're a little ways behind there.
Huh?
I said, you're a little ways behind on Cheddar.
Yes, indeed. Oh, no, that was the last thing that was said was yes, indeed.
My phone is charging now. 6%.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's weird.
All right, let me get rid of this. Oops, sorry. It's confusing me back there. There we go. So yeah, link is in chat. Don't see it. It's right there.
Isaac wants to know if you ever caught a shark while on your kayak.
No. No. Last shark I caught was I don't know, maybe a 2-foot bull shark down in Matlacha in Southwest Florida. And that was off of a dock. Hey, you know what's funny, Figgy? I just found out. This is kind of fucked up, but
You didn't know?
I don't recall him telling me
No. I'm saying
that my son got married,
I guess.
and his wife's maiden name is Figueroa. I was like, okay. Like I just looked it up.
As soon as you said that, I thought of Figgy.
Yeah.
The only other person I know with that last name.
She says, no. Well, they have a child together, and I guess I don't fucking remember him telling me he got married. I would remember that because I quit drinking 8 years ago. Excuse me. Jim, what's up? What's up, Figgy?
Hey man,
How are you?
I'm
Hey.
good. I'm good. Hi, Stevie.
What's up, girl?
Ah, man, I'm tired and hungry.
What you
So,
doing
so
here
eat and go to
then?
bed.
Bad combination.
Right. That makes you hangry.
Listen, are you kidding me? So your son just married somebody with Figaro last name?
Yeah, I guess I never knew her last name. I don't think I knew her first name either. But it's
Huh.
my grandson's birthday today, and I went to the Facebook page and saw he's married too, and I'm like, wait, what? And yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce her first name. What was it? CHAU?
CHAU.
AU.
Ciao.
What?
Ciao.
Ciao.
That's what I thought. Ciao.
Yeah.
Ciao. Like
Weird
it
name.
must be a nickname. It must
It's a
be a
nickname?
nickname.
Yeah, it's probably.
He has
Oh,
to
maybe.
be because he only has 3 letters. Maybe
CHAU.
CHAU. Ciao. CHAU. Ciao. That got to be like me, Figaro. They call me Figgy.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, he has to be one of those
But it
things.
was weird. I saw the last name. I was like, oh, no shit. Another
I
Figueroa.
love it. And I love it because Figueroa family is one family from Spain.
Oh, really?
My
Wow.
grandpa tell me the whole background from Spain to Puerto Rico, and I was just a kid. And I know the whole history, like 5 generations back.
Oh, wow.
Most Latino families are like that. They
Know their heritage.
Mhm.
Way back.
Up to 5 generations back.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad to see you. I'm always in Florida.
Yeah, so are we.
I passed by your place.
Which place?
The town that you live.
Eustace?
Eustace.
Eustace.
How do you pronounce that place? The name?
Eustace.
Eustace. Okay.
Yes.
My family, we purchased some property on Claremont,
Uh-huh.
and we're about to build a house.
Oh, right on.
We
Yeah,
just
it's about-
finished it.
We have a location in Claremont as far as my job. We have a dock that we use down there.
It's a nice place. I like it.
Yeah, it's
Central
nice.
Florida is nice. I'm not familiar with Claremont. I've never been like
Oh,
I've
friend,
never been there.
There's hills in Claremont.
Yeah, there is. Well, you go down 27 and you hit some hills.
Yeah. There's a lot
let
of-
me tell you, Claremont got it going on.
Yeah, it's nice. It's more open
Friend.
out
My
We-
my boss is a councilman in Claremont.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the hookup. Listen, never know. My family, they have a house in Orlando, but because we got horses, Paso Fino horses, so we're gonna build that house, and at the very next lot, we're gonna build the stable for the horses because we're paying for that service. It's very
Okay.
expensive
I bet.
in
Do you ever go
Florida.
camping with the horses?
No, not in America. Why?
No, there's a campground down near Lake Okeechobee. That's an equestrian campground.
And it's free.
And it's free.
It's free. And they have all the services. They have the barns, the stables, they have
Yeah.
everything for horses.
Well, let's put it in the bucket list. It's coming.
Just got to watch out for the gators.
Yeah. Oh, really? Thank you for
Yeah.
telling me. Oh my goodness,
Horses will let
man.
you know if there's any around, I'm sure.
Yeah, I gotta get used to that because at the end I'm gonna end up in Florida. That's the goal of all of us. Is
Right on.
me, my cousin, his wife, and we just finished the water well.
Okay.
We just did the installation of the water well.
And the pump and everything.
Everything. That freaking thing is expensive.
Yeah.
I'm talking about above 10 G's.
That's
Above.
a lot of money. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I had a guy come here just to look at my bathroom to say I wanted to change the bathtub to a shower stall.
Mhm.
And I just wanted an estimate to get a ballpark. He was like, "Oh yeah, 10 to 15 grand." I'm like, "Dude, I didn't pay that much for this trailer." I mean, I did. I paid a little more, but you know, but
It's like everything is expensive down in Florida, right?
well, luckily I can do shit myself.
Okay. Listen, I went to the downtown Claremont, and they have a gathering every certain weekends, and they bring the food trucks
Oh, right on.
in the downtown area. And I went with my family. We purchased white cheese. We purchased some linen clothes, coffee.
Nice.
Man, it's a nice place. I really like it.
There's it like here in town they do once a month they do a first Friday
Mhm.
where they have the food trucks and you know entertainment, and it's pretty cool.
I was a little bit leery because Arkansas is really cheap. Arkansas and Oklahoma, you cannot get cheaper than that.
Really.
You know, and, yeah, you have a good, lifestyle because
I just post a link in chat for the campground, the equestrian campground that's down there by Lake Okeechobee. So if you want to,
Yeah, you see it says Dupuy. I think it's Dupuy campground. The link's in chat. That's the same campground that we did the 168 with Carrie Arnold.
yes,
okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the campground.
we
I
camped out
remember.
right at the equestrian section of the campground.
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome if you have horses. It really is.
We've camped there about 5 times, maybe,
Six,
not
maybe.
5 or 6 times, and
It's really
every
nice.
time we camped in the equestrian campground.
It looks really nice. I saw the documentary. What was it? 168.
168. Yeah,
I saw you guys in it. Yeah. Yeah. So
you did. I
Are
didn't.
you sure?
Yes, yes,
We
I
see
saw
the
you.
same. We watch the same movie.
I mean, you guys are unforgettable. Trust me. You know, in a good sense, of course. Yes, but
I hope
yeah,
so.
it's a good thing to know a little bit areas in Florida because we travel a lot, man. Last what? Since November, I was traveling. November, December, and January. Finally, in January, I came home, and I'm about to leave again.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to leave again. I think next week. I'm leaving for it's gonna be Passover, right?
Yeah,
If I'm
Yeah.
not
Easter,
mistaken.
Easter and Passover.
Easter is coming, yeah. So
Easter is on the 20th.
20th.
on the 20th of next month.
Yes, 420.
Okay, cool. Because I'm always thinking it's on the first week of April. Sometime it falls in it. There's some
Sometimes you're
other
right.
weeks that falls later. So
I got to figure out where it was, but I just saw somewhere recently, like in the past couple of days, another equestrian campground. Where the hell was it?
That was where that cabin was that we found. It was back over there. We saw
You know,
signs for it, I think.
Huh.
you know, I stay at the World of Equestrian at the hotel. We stay there. The World of Equestrian in what's the name of that town? It's full of horses.
Ocala.
Ocala.
Ocala. I stay in that hotel with my family.
We're just
It's
down the
fun.
street from it. From
Yeah,
the
we're going to
Southern-
Ocala in 10 days.
Hmm.
the big
We're going
hotel.
to the World Equestrian Center.
Yeah, matter of fact.
That's where we're going, to the World Equestrian Center.
You're gonna like it. Everything. Go to the donut shop. It's
Oh,
called
we've been there.
We've been there.
Taxis. They got them stuffed Bavarian donuts. Oh my lord.
Hey,
They are
so listen,
delicious.
Sharon said Robert Dodson is another name that passed from cancer.
Oh my god. You know how many I got right now? I'm about to hit 20. I'm writing it down. Because
Here,
It's in
changing
chat.
subject, I find that very weird. I just find another guy in North Carolina.
it's on the screen.
Robert Dawson. I find two, and one is alive in North Carolina. His name is Jamie Hessler. He used to be a biker, and he has a relationship with these clans behind his house. Well, suddenly he developed stomach cancer. The guy is alive. I just see the video on a YouTube channel called Channel 5. The name of the guy says, the video says, Man Who Lives with Bigfoot, on the YouTube channel, Channel 5, número 5. Well, he got interviewed and he is developed stomach cancer, and he has a clan living in his property right behind him. And I just find that too. I mean, friend, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, and they know the ones that you don't know about that. I got the list on my laptop because I'm talking to you on my cell phone because I don't like the echo.
Yeah.
When I talk to you on the laptop, I develop an echo and I can listen to you.
That's odd.
Okay, I got him. But I have a list of maybe by now with this Mr. Dodson, that's gonna be, I think it's gonna be 20.
Wow.
And I'm assuming, and this is my assumption. Thank you. Tell me, Sharon, thank you. If you hear me. Hello, everybody. Listen, you know that people, hear me on this, right? I've been analyzing and thinking about this, and a lot of people says that Bigfoot has a relation with the aliens. Okay, but I talked to somebody who has a clan, and the clan, one of the members is able to talk little words in English, and they asked him about the alien to the alpha, and the guy said that they are evil.
The
So
aliens are evil
they don't like aliens because
because they're getting
they-
probed too.
exactly. Yes, exactly. So I'm just thinking, wait a second. When the UFO crashed in Puerto Rico, the radiation level was off the chart.
Really?
They didn't allow people to be near the area because the radiation level is really high. Meanwhile, the aircraft was there after the United States government came and picked it up and took it away. Still, it was reading some numbers, but not that high compared to the when the aircraft was on the ground. Because the
You
UFO,
would think that an advanced civilization would have a different propulsion system that didn't have radiation. You know what I mean? Like
right? Right.
we get radiation from nuclear energy, you know, or whatever the shit they put in our phones that gives off radiation. And
Could it be
you know,
because
but
could it be possible that what they using to
X-rays
X-rays.
gives
that's what I was
off
gonna say.
radiation.
but I'm thinking about aliens. Could it be that what they use for propulsion is something that has radiation and it doesn't bother them because they're not humans?
But they're also on the inside.
True.
You know, it
True.
probably only affects the outside.
True, true. Another thing that I find out about the cell phone, a lot of people has been saying that when you smell certain kinds of entities, they have the sulfur scent, the stench.
Sulfur.
Sulfur.
Sulfur. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for helping me. Appreciate that.
Sure.
So the only thing that I know that is that develop sulfur is underground or out of the you know out of the
Or
atmosphere.
Volcanoes and
Volcanoes. Yes, sir. You
it
named
comes from
it.
the earth because there are some
springs.
springs
sulfur
that bring shit up and there's sulfur in it.
Yes.
Yeah, sulfur
There's
springs.
one here
Yes.
in Altamont. There's a sulfur spring right in Altamont. I've been there.
Correct. Yes, sir. You're right about that. So I was just thinking there has to be a relationship because now yesterday when somebody mentioned, I think it was you, Mo, that mentioned Kevin from Glad and Kevin.
Yes. Yes.
Kevin
Yes.
Lane,
Story.
he died of cancer too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too many people, man. There has to be a relation to it.
I don't know.
It's a hell of a
It's a coincidence.
It's a hell of a coincidence.
Michael Haywood, what's up? And
To say the
real
least.
quick, I just want to say, Gary, prayers to you, man.
Yes.
Don't ignore it. You gotta get that checked out.
You got a lot of people. That
They're gonna put you in a
the
machine. They're probably gonna do an MRI. Just keep the faith, and but go through with it, man. Get checked out, and we want you around for a while.
Yes.
So prayers, buddy. Sorry.
It's fine, man. It's anything to help is good. Sometimes we need a
Aaron,
word.
hello.
Sometimes we
Sometimes
need a
what?
word. Sometimes
yeah.
we need somebody to cheer us up, man. Life is hard lately.
It's
It
hard
is.
A lot. It's hard a lot.
The
That's why I
hurricane.
try to keep it light. I try to laugh at things.
Yeah.
Can't laugh at everything. Well, yes, you can, but
I laugh at myself all the time.
It's been like a back-to-back, like the hurricane, North Carolina, South Carolina,
Sure.
then the fires. Then
I think North Carolina's got some fires going on right now.
exactly. I just watch it in the news, man. I don't even watch TV anymore.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I mean, not the news. We'll put on like Netflix and watch something there. But
Yeah, man, and it's just like, and people are so. My personal opinion, I feel that the government is not helping enough. They just giving them like to go by. See them people that lost them houses in North Carolina and South Carolina.
yeah, but
And
I guarantee they're getting more help now than they did before November
yeah,
or
I mean,
January. You know, now it would be
tragedy
January.
after
You got in.
tragedy. It's hard, man. It's just horrible. Hey,
Oh,
wait
it
a
is.
second. Have you guys seen that video where that invisible creature is destroying the trees in North
Yes.
Carolina?
The one that's up in the trees.
I
Yeah,
think that's
It's not invisible. I don't think it's invisible.
I
It's
think
just
you
we
can-
can't
if you-
see it.
If you look at
yeah, but now they got two videos of the same thing. You see the second one?
I think I've seen them both. That's some crazy shit.
I
And
saw them.
the Overland Voyager. That's 3.
Overland boy.
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel, and it's called Overland.
Voyager.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the files right here, but yeah, it's called Overland Voyager. It's a guy with his family, his grandsons, and some mysterious being. The only thing that you're able to see is the lights of the eyes.
Oh,
You know,
that's the one
going
where they're
around.
camping out overnight in the van. We saw that where you see the eyes go around, walk around the camper, and then back around again.
Oh, it looks like almost
And
like
it
a
goes
ghost.
in front of the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah,
We analyzed the fuck out of that video.
that was
We
Ah.
slowed it down, played it at 0 speed or quarter, whatever, as slow as we could do it. We played it.
Wow,
Misty,
that
how
is
are you? Good to see you.
What's up? Good to see you.
that is some
David,
major
what's up?
stuff.
Say hi to the
man.
missus.
Mr.
Wow.
Haywood.
Yeah, that's a weird video.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky. I think I mean, to say the least, sleeping and not knowing that something like that's out there, that's okay.
Whatever that may be.
Yeah,
I don't know what
whatever.
it was,
if
but
it's a person, if it's an entity, it doesn't matter. Just the fact that something's walking around,
there
and
was
creeping around while you're sleeping.
was that
with
the
your
wait, was that the video? There was a video that I think it was the one where the creature's looking in the window.
Yes, that's what she's talking about.
No. This is the different like
Oh, the house.
of a
cabin.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking in the window.
I haven't
And it's
seen
a
that. one.
popular video. It's an older video, but one time I was looking at it on my phone and I stopped it and I said, you know what? And I turned my phone upside down and it looked like an alien.
Oh my goodness.
Where I showed her and she's like, holy shit.
Yes, you turn it
Oh,
upside down.
So it was
damn.
almost like
Like a
like you would
little
think
alien.
that this thing was hanging over the window and looking in from
Yeah.
upside down. That's how this looked. But I've seen the
Oh,
video
I just got
before.
chills.
Yeah, it was weird as shit.
Oh man. Oh man.
Chance that he saw that and he's like, come here and look at this. I don't
Yeah.
know, and I got chills instant because it changes the whole perspective of what you're looking at dead on.
Yeah,
You
but
flip
it
upside
but it
down
was
and looks
just
like a little alien.
but it was just
hanging upside down looking in the window. It's wicked.
Oh shit.
Kid.
He was in a house.
Yeah.
Danny, what's up?
Yeah, it was a house, and what I guess part of that was the fact that the window that it's looking in at was, I mean, I don't know how many feet high up, but it's not a lower level window.
Yeah, it had
It's
to
an
be
upper
like
floor.
it had to be like an 8 foot up
Yeah.
where this thing was looking in.
Yeah.
Shit.
Plus, it was at
So either it was that big,
it
that
was at
standing
like
there
this
looking in,
this level at the window.
or it was that small hanging upside down. Looking
No,
in.
no, that was just by chance that it
was
looked
just
like that.
wicked.
I
Yeah.
think they do levitation. It has to be.
This was just. I know it wasn't what I saw, but it just was a coincidence that I just happened to, I've seen the video and I was like, I stopped it at this one point, And I looked at it and I said, yeah, I can see the eyes and the nose. And then I went like that and I went, oh shit. And
Oh,
it looked totally different.
no. That's messed up.
First video you were talking about, Figgy, about the thing shaking in the tree and tearing up the tree. If you look back at that video, that was from a few years back. And what bugged me about that was that it was around the time that all the drones up in New Jersey and all that was going on. That's when that video surfaced and went viral. So a lot of people were mistakenly thinking that, okay, we got the drones going on and now we got this going on in North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever it was at. But if you look back to when that video originated from, it was a few years back. I want to say right around 2019, 2020. So it was a couple years old, easily a couple years old. But nonetheless, it doesn't take away from what the hell was that in that tree that was tearing that tree up.
Yeah.
That was
real quick. Fly by Stu. Stu, this is great to hear. He says, I stopped smoking in November last year. Had X-ray on chest February. I rung up today about X-ray results. All clear. No further action required. All good. As COPD cleared up. That's but that's great.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, man.
Love to hear that.
That's huge.
Congratulations. I'm happy for him. I'm using the patches, the smoking patches.
Do they give you weird dreams?
I'm not.
Do you have weird dreams since you started using them?
Oh,
See,
no.
if I put those on, I get wicked dreams. I get weird dreams.
Oh, really?
And
No.
People say that before.
Only when she said that, you know what I was thinking, right? I'm too old for that.
Weird dreams.
Oh.
Didn't you say weird dreams?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm Puerto Rican, you know?
Little freaky.
Well,
You're Puerto Rican by injection.
oh, no. But you guys are on fire, man. Oh, Lordy. Anyways, man.
Boricua.
Sí, Boricua. Yes, we are. 100%. I enjoy, man.
So Steve says he's saving, what is that? 130, was it 130 pounds a month? Right on.
Wow.
I don't know the exchange rate, so.
Could it be like $100 maybe? The difference is like 30 to 20.
If I were to quit smoking, I would save probably at least $250 a month.
How much is a pack in Florida?
Depends, but around $9.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Here in Arkansas, it used to be like $6, but suddenly from somewhere, I guess the government, after the lawsuit, they increased like $2 extra. But I went to New York, and then cigarettes are like $14, $15. Same Marlboro.
That's why you got to go to the Indian reservations.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, you go to the smoke shops there; they're a lot cheaper.
You're right. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. And I'm just looking forward to quit, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point. I'm done with this crap.
Well, it's just 'cause sometimes the smell, and sometimes when you don't have a cigarette, the anxiety kick in.
You know what it is I'm getting more active. Like I'm getting out and I'm kayaking but I leave the cigarettes behind. I don't bring any. I leave the phone behind. I leave everything behind.
Yeah,
I just get out there and start paddling. I'm just getting more active. So I'm like, I really want to get away from them.
It looks like the older we get, the more active we have to be.
We should be. Everybody should be active.
Yeah.
Be taking a walk around the block if you can.
Yeah.
Do that, or anything.
Just those little things help.
Yeah.
in my case, I'm in the computer all day because I do a lot of computer work and on different areas. And I just finished a documentary. You know, remember that videotape that I show you the
The
first time?
airport.
Okay,
Yep,
so
I
what I
remember.
did, excuse me, I did a documentary around it. And it looked nice, man. It's called the Chronicles of Origin. It's gonna open in Puerto Rico in April. It's gonna be the first screening with my people down in the island.
Really?
And then after that, it's gonna go to the Bentonville Film Festival here. Excuse me, here in Arkansas. There's a town named Bentonville.
So they have a
Walmart,
film festival.
yes, Walmart people.
How
Gina
long?
Davis,
How long
Gina,
is it? Is it a short video?
40 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's
No, 40 minutes with credits in order for me to be eligible. So what I did, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, with that experience, I was fighting myself. I just couldn't believe it. That's when I realized like I'm doubting myself. And for you to doubt yourself, it has to be something like extraordinary. And that's
Sure.
I'm listening myself talking on the video, and I was like, man, I was freaking out, man. And I was just asking questions, man. And I realized I was doubting myself. That's what was happening. I was doubting that I was watching these things, just cruising, no hurry. And then the other one that is about to crash with the airplane, I
Oh
was
yeah.
remember that it was gonna
yeah.
collide with the airplane. I show it to you. And
No, I
and
remember it.
I
I
remember.
remember it.
I remember.
yeah,
For sure.
and then I was like, I believe in God. I believe in God 100%.
Me too.
When God allow you to see certain things, is for a reason.
Absolutely.
So look at the helicopter and the Washington D.C. Airplane crash. It was a collision,
Right.
mid-air collision, and what are we gonna wait until a UFO and an airplane really collide for we do something? Why the government is not? I mean, I don't think they're doing anything for us, the civilians, the poor
Other than
people.
tell us it's okay, everything's all right. It'll be okay. Nothing to panic of. Nothing. No, nothing to see here. They just talk it away.
Downplaying the seriousness of the situation.
Yes.
They always
You
do.
you know what I noticed that night? I didn't see a helicopter. I didn't see a jet flying. Friend, this thing were just going cruising USA, no hurry. I didn't see a helicopter. I didn't see a jet airplane. No government um, presence at all. So we are alone, obviously, because there was eight of them here
Yeah.
cruising, no freaking hurry. And then they parked down in Florida, and they tried to brush it
Well,
underneath.
Under the
don't
rug.
forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget the
Thank you.
incident in Miami. What happened there when
That's okay.
all the sheriffs were dispatched and whatever happened in
Oh,
the
at the mall.
at the mall.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
they just been like, nah, man, yeah, I was
You
just
don't
freaking.
talk about it anymore.
What's
You
up,
don't
Donald?
find any videos online about it.
It's yesterday's news.
It
It's
just goes away.
Yeah, but I mean,
So have you looked into the Orlando Film Festival? They have an Orlando Film Festival. You should look into that.
there's a Sedona Film Festival, which is probably this month, March. So you missed it. there's a lot of film festivals out there. Sundance.
Yeah, look into the Orlando one. It's every year. I don't know the dates, but you can probably just Google it.
I can Google it.
But yeah,
shoot, it's
Get it out there. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When will it be available to everyone here?
For us to be able to watch.
Well, let me tell you, once I come back from Puerto Rico, I'm gonna blow the lead out of the deal. So just put me in your agenda. I'll bring it to you and let's watch it.
Right on.
I
I
look
mean,
forward
you
to it.
You have an hour of how much time do you spend on your life? An hour, right?
Two.
Do you,
2.
2 hours.
2 hours. We good. We good. We can watch and then you can for all you people, man. I mean, that's how you do it, you know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be very cool. I look forward to that. I really do. Because that was amazing what you
I'm not
captured.
expecting to make any money out of it. I just want to bring awareness. Awareness.
And hey, if you make a few dollars in the outcome, so be it. You know what I mean? That's a bonus. That's a plus. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Stu, I'm smoking about a little less than a pack a day, so I don't know. Just if it was pack a day, it'd be 7 packs in a week. So less than a sleeve, a little over half a sleeve, almost 3/4 of a sleeve. Sorry, just had to answer that.
You tried the patches?
Judy. No. I if I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna change it for another habit.
Okay. Mines are working. Sometimes I'm down to 1 cigarette a day.
That's good.
That's awesome.
It's excellent, man, because you know I just became 57 and
Me
I
too.
would like to hang out a little bit and finish my dream. You know what I mean? My dream, my bucket list.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so one of those things, man.
Yeah, it's funny how perspective changes as you get a little older.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Well, it's amazing how you appreciate everything.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
appreciate everything.
Yeah. When you become older, then you just like become mellow, chillax.
Yeah, I've always been that way.
Oh no, I was a wild party animal, man. I was
Oh yeah, I mean,
I think we all have been at a
I was a
certain
drinker
time.
and I smoke weed, but I don't drink anymore. I never got into drugs. Like,
yeah, me neither.
I don't consider weed a drug.
I used to smoke long time ago, but after I got my Class A CDL for commercial driver license, I stopped, and I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
I don't.
I was just, I guess, going along for the ride, but I haven't smoked in years. Like
Michael
maybe
Haywood says, I wonder if Bob Seger really used to smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a day. I don't know about Bob Seger smoking it, but John Cougar Mellencamp used to smoke 5 packs a day.
You wonder where the raspiness
And
come from.
he quit.
You wonder where
and
the
he quit.
raspiness come from. You know?
wow, 5 packs a day.
That's chain smoking. That's
Yeah.
like, just
That's
constantly.
More. That's more than chain smoking. I mean, that's.
What
I know.
Yeah,
the fuck?
Forget about it. I mean, I don't know.
tell us about it. Who better than you, man?
Smoking a pack at a time.
Right? Playing them all at the same time.
Imagine 5.
Pop Craig, what's up? No, that's a lot. I can
That's crazy.
I'll feel it the next day if I smoke too much.
Yes.
I'll feel it. I'll be
Yes.
like, oh man, I smoked too much yesterday.
Irritation in your
5
throat.
packs, I'd be dead.
Yeah, would kill me. Yeah.
No.
So after I come from Puerto Rico, I look forward to let everybody know and show the documentary. I'm not expecting to make any money out of it because that's not the intention. The intention is to bring awareness of the reality when we get in an airplane. Anything can happen. And what I saw that night, it was scary. It was scary, bro. Because
Yeah,
I
that's crazy
travel.
that you just stumbled upon that with your phone. I mean, that's incredible. I've been there. I've seen stuff out on the beach. I used to hang out at Ponce Inlet at night with the dogs and family, and just sit there by myself. And a couple times seeing it across out in the ocean. You know, like just pop up out of nowhere. I forgot
Yeah,
about
they
it.
come out. Yeah, they come out of the ocean, man.
It's like,
Yeah, they
boom,
do.
there it is. And it's, you know, it's out over the ocean. It's like, what the hell's that? It's so obvious. And then
Yeah.
you know, just as quick as it's there, it went away. And then poof, way over on the other side of the sky. And just
Yeah.
bounce around back and forth like that for 10 minutes or so.
I was watching the Netflix. It's a Netflix deal that they just did about UFOs. The guy's name, he's the TV reporter from Las Vegas. He's an
George
old
Knapp.
George Knapp.
What is his name?
George Knapp.
George
It
Knapp.
is. Okay. While they were doing that documentary, the guy said that they saw one just underneath the water.
Yeah,
That
I saw that.
they were freaking out, like, what the
Yeah,
heck?
that's kind of freaky to be out on the water at night and just have the whole underneath your vessel just light up. I mean,
Yeah, like a
it's freaky
football
enough
field.
just seeing something in the sky, but you have that little bit of comfort that it's a distance away. But to have something come up under you like that in the water,
Yeah.
that would freak me out a little bit, I think.
Because
Keep
the
talking.
light is coming from the bottom up. So
Yeah,
you are
I know.
like, oh Lord.
that's
You
crazy.
are right in the middle of it. Something happened. They freaked out and they took off. But they didn't show the whole enchilada on the
No,
whatever he did. And man, I was like, man, that would be a great time to just zoom it in, man. Let's find out. We already know what they are because they've been coming here up from the 1400. Let me tell you something,
they
Christopher
might have always
Columbus.
been
They've
here.
probably been here a lot longer than that.
They've probably always been here.
I know you say the 1400 because in Christopher Columbus's journal, he reports seeing the UFO.
Yes,
I believe
yes.
it goes back way further than
Yeah,
that.
it goes.
Christopher Columbus complained about it, that he was watching this light coming in and out because the sun got the diaries.
Yes.
And that's one of those things that you've been like, dang, Christopher Columbus, that was 1400,
Right?
1492.
Egyptians are a lot longer than that, older than that.
Correct,
Well,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a video that I took on Sunday.
Actually, there's a man. There's a man called Flavius Josephus. Flavius Josephus. He is from the 3rd century,
This is what it looks like. These are
and he says that he remembers seeing UFOs in
yeah,
Jerusalem.
I believe it.
Okay, so this is.
Flavius Josephus was his name. He was in
So
the
I was out in a boat the other day.
Sunday.
On Sunday, my neighbor and I went shrimping in Indian River.
Go
I,
at night.
And I'm
Nighttime is the
gonna
best.
try to get this so you can see it. Hold on. These are lights underwater. We put
Oh.
lights underwater.
yeah, I'm seeing it.
To
There
make
you
sure
go.
you put lights in the water and the shrimp flock towards the light, and then you just scoop them out.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
like the water is about 11 foot deep, and those lights are sitting about maybe a foot from the bottom, so those are 10 feet deep, and they
Okay.
just light up. So it
Yeah.
was weird when you're on the boat and you're looking at this. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, I think they freaked out because they didn't put that part on the video that they released on Netflix. They didn't include that moment when the light is coming underneath, because what we saw was just like a small light coming in.
Just
But
a
we
little-
know that when the light reflects on water, it expands
yeah.
big time. Mom. And what they did maybe was some effects on the video,
Right.
but they must have been lit up
When
like a
anybody
football
talks about
field,
it, I think of the movie Cocoon.
like
Yeah.
Cocoon,
Yes.
like Cocoon. Because the water, the water expand
It
the
reflects.
Chris says Alexander the Great wrote of UFOs buzzing his army when he was invading Egypt.
oh my goodness.
He said it happened every night for months.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I'm gonna research it. I like it. Alexander the Great. I like him a lot.
Michael.
Michael says, "Yeah, did you get any shrimp or crabs?" Yeah, we got both. Just a couple crabs, but we got probably like 2.5 gallons of, almost 3 gallons of shrimp.
Good size shrimp.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
show you.
But when they go fishing, do they go to the river or to the ocean?
Well, it's Indian River is an inlet. It's coastal, intercoastal.
Okay.
Intercoastal. Yeah.
Oh, they're frozen. I can't get them.
Yeah.
I can't get them out of the freezer.
Yeah, they were seeing dolphin and I mean
Manatees, dolphins. It was weird because outside the lights, you couldn't see. It was dark, so you couldn't see what was swimming in the water, but you could hear it. And there were a lot of dolphins swimming around.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you can hear them
through their blowholes.
Yeah.
every time they came up for air.
Nice.
It was kind of weird. I was like, why are they hanging out? You know?
we have dolphins in Puerto Rico and they are playful. They're very playful.
They would stay outside of the light though, so it was weird.
Yeah. That is cool, man. Dolphins are good. That's
What's
a
up,
good
Wendell?
Yeah, I've seen them on the Gulf, St. Pete's, just south of St. Pete's, past the grill. It's they're pretty cool. They stay just outside of the sandbar, offshore, just a little ways. You could go out there to the sandbar where the water's only like ankle deep, and we would camp out, just set up right there and just sit out. And you sit there long enough, and you'll see a 2x2. I don't know.
In Key West, if I'm not mistaken, they have a hotel that have them that you can go and play with them. And so
I've heard of that. I haven't been there.
Yeah, I used to work in Key West, and that's a tourist town, same like the other one, San Agustin. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, how was it? You had a good time there?
Oh yeah, I mean, I buy so many stuff you have no idea. And the area clean, nice restaurants, parking was free. Maybe
A lot
of history there.
Yeah, well,
the oldest settlement in the United States, or at least in Florida, I think.
Well, because Ponce de Leon came through the strait into Florida. That was the first settlement. But now remember also that what's the name of the guy from Scotland? No. Eric the Red, Nova Scotia.
Leif Erikson.
Leif Erikson. There you go. I just got a book from one of the phrase. This book is from the 1300 something like that century. When they went to that area, they went in different occasions, and they even opened a small colony up there, and the Frey that went with them wrote a book. It's called Tierra Nova, New
Earth.
Or Earth.
New Earth. New land, new Earth.
Earth, there you go. It's just brand new. It just came out of the it's in a guy translated from Latin to English, and it's called Terra Nova. He's talking about the giants and the city that the giant used to have, that the walls were so high that, I mean, it's just like, it's just a great book. You guys gotta read it. It's called Tierra Nova.
Hmm.
And it's based on the translation of that phrase writings from the century that Erickson and all his people were going up and down, back and forth from Greenland to the north of the United States. You know what the guy said? The guy says that he saw a couple of people that they were one-legged. Have you ever heard about that? Yeah, it was a creature, a one-legged creature. There was 3 of them on the beach, and when they came in, they took off running.
I wonder if they're left-footed or right-footed.
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't
That's
believe
strange.
it. But, I couldn't believe it, but you know, in this world, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. One-legged creatures. He said that they were white, skinny. They look like the rake. You know, the white rake that people talk about?
Yeah.
Same. The guy described it. But they were one-legged. Unbelievable. There was 3 of them on the beach when they arrived. And they were giants, and the giants were like, man, I'm talking about 15 to 20 something feet tall. Humongous tall. And also they describing the Bigfoot. He was describing that Leaf was describing that they met a tribe of natives from that island, but also he was talking about this black eye, full of hair giants. So you got like a little bit of everything in that area.
Papa Craig says, it seems to me our scientists know jack about Jack.
Correct. Yeah. Our scientists are sitting down and picking at something that they don't have the balls to go and get. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You want a Sasquatch, buddy? Go and get it yourself. Why don't you come on and join me in the crowd and camp over here and say hi to them? You think that getting a Sasquatch is that easy?
Michael says y'all need to watch Joe Rogan with Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson.
I love Randall Carlson. Yeah, Randall Carlson is good.
It says Randall Carlson on the Sean Ryan show also. I like Sean Ryan. He does a good show.
Me too. I like Sean Ryan too. Yeah. I like him a lot. Yeah. So I'm
seen those interviews. I just don't remember it at the moment.
Reading a lot of like from back in the beginning of the earth scriptures, but we don't know nothing, man. This place is full of everything. We have everything in here, man. You know Dendera, the temple down on Egypt. That place was where they were doing the chimeras and the experiment, and they trying to let us to believe that was a fantasy or nah, man. Those things.
Oh,
Really,
like the jackal. Anubis. Anubis was the some god.
Yeah, it was
And
Horus.
he was the head of a jackal. There was the head of an eagle. There was
Horus, Anubis. Yeah, they listen. There's one picture that they carved, and it has a lion with the body of a man holding by chains. You know, somebody was holding it by chains, and the lion at the end of his hands, of his paws, he has big talons. You know, like the eagle's talons.
Yeah. That's a griffin. Is it the lion with the eagle's wings and the talon? It's a griffin. Yeah.
It is the griffin. You're right. Yes, it is the griffin. Yeah. But I thought the griffin got wings. They
Yeah.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
But they were doing all that stuff. That's the reason why God destroyed them, because they were doing jobs. They're trying to replace God by creating all these chimeras, entities that we see them and we like, what the hell is that? Yeah, but they existed back then, and you know, there's a people in Louisiana and another one in Arizona. They see a pterodactyl flying. You
Oh
know
yeah.
them pterodactyls? Yeah, they got like
Yes.
a big wingspan.
No, I know
Yeah,
what I know what it I know what it is.
yeah. In
Um,
Louisiana.
Bradshaw Ranch in Arizona. Supposedly they saw. I don't know if it was a pterodactyl or a dinosaur, but they saw it through a portal. They didn't like. Yeah, it was weird.
Wow. Wow.
Supposedly there's a picture out there that I don't know if it was one of the Bradshaws or Tom Longo was a researcher. They took on the ranch, and it's sort of like there's a hole in the sky, and it's a
Yeah.
portal supposedly.
Yeah.
But there's a book out called Bradshaw Ranch that Linda Bradshaw and Tom Dongo, something like that, Dongo, wrote. So check it out. I mean, it's a lot of interesting stuff that went on there. Supposedly Bigfoot sightings, UFO sightings. They still do They do UFO research. People go out there and pay somebody to take them with, night vision goggles to go look at UFOs out in the same spot.
I believe you. I believe you. I have a picture where the cloud became a circle, and from the middle of it, going down like 2,000 miles an hour, is a UFO. Before reaching the ground, they started to like separating, and from one they became three, and they took off in different directions. But I got
so picture that, but watching one and having 4, 5, 6 coming together to the one, and then it shoots straight up in the air and gone within seconds. It's just like, whew, gone. 4 or 5. You hear me counting in this video. I saw this thing went over my head. Whatever this triangle was that I saw that went over top of us, I'm thinking, okay, this has got to be something man-made, but I recognize right away I'm sitting on the beach with the ocean to the right of me, and I'm hearing the waves crashing, but I can't hear this thing that's hundreds of feet above my head going over top of me. But then it goes on the beach towards the lighthouse, and as the light comes to the lighthouse, I'm watching 1, 2, 3. I counted 4 or 5. They all come together to the one, and by the time that beam came from the lighthouse to it, it went shoo, gone.
Wow! Oh Lord!
Yeah,
that's what you saw.
I saw it and I recorded. And the funny thing is, you can only see the second of it right above when it's right above my head. I have my tablet, and tablets don't have the light or any type. It's not made for video or for light. This was years ago. I have my tablet and I'm holding it over my head as it's going over my head, almost to the point where I'm tipped back in my chair. It's over top of us. Yeah. Wow. And I mean, you hear my voice. I have, matter of fact, look, I've got the tablet that it's on. I've got to get it. I got to find.
Oh, really? It's on that one?
It's on this one.
Oh, right on. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Back in 1993, my dad moved to Arizona, to Sedona, Arizona, and he had a house built. And I guess he was doing some work on it, whatever he was doing, with a friend one night. It was one day, and it started to get dark, and he hears a hum. Now, he lived right across the street from the Red Rocks, the mountains.
Yeah.
And they look up and they see this ship or whatever it is. It's gotten dark by the time they see it, so it's blocking out the stars, but it's like the size of a football field.
Oh.
They saw it twice in 1 week. The second time they saw it, these lights came off of it and shot one way, one went that way. Just like you said about these came out of this ship, took off, red, white, green, whatever it was,
Yeah.
came back to it, and then military jets came and chased it away.
Oh, cool. Cool,
But
cool,
it was
cool.
right over, it went right over my dad's house.
You know what I was thinking after I had my experience. Those things are not humans, or nor do they have blood like we do. Because at that speed, we get sick.
We'd get
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah, it's like coming from the excuse me, coming from the bottom of the ocean going up. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
different.
saying?
Yeah, different pressure zones.
Yeah, your oxygen.
Hey, that was
on
me
the-
and my ex on the beach years before I even met Mo. That was a while back.
Oh man, your experience beat mine from here to heaven.
Yeah, that I in the video you hear my ex is probably about 20 feet in front of me, and you hear him.
Why does he keep
Fascinating.
asking if you're scared?
Because I think he was. That's how
Are you
nervous.
scared? Are you scared? Are you scared?
Yeah, I mean, it was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking to see it coming from way across the ocean. Like I said, it was like somebody turned a lamp on, just a switch. It went boom. He's looking inland because I think he just saw ISS go over, and we were joking about it. And I said, well, if that's ISS, what's that? And
Oh no.
seen the light, and we watched it just sit there. It was just sitting there, and I said, I feel like it's watching us, you know. And as I
Wow.
said that, you see it start moving forward for a minute. It seemed like forever. It was a few seconds. It was just sitting there, and I
Wow.
my tablet. I had a show or something going on my tablet. I was just sitting there chilling. You know, I'm on the beach at night, nice weather. I'm just sitting there relaxing. So I had my tablet in my lap. I picked it up and I hit record. And from the moment it got closer and closer to the shore, that's when I started recording. But you hear me in there in the video saying, I feel like it's listening to us because I sensed something,
Wow.
and it's almost like it reacted. It moved. It started
Yeah.
moving towards us, and it looked like it was coming right at us, and it did pretty much. It went like kind of right in front of us, a few yards in front of us, and then just started coming straight over top, straight down the beach
Wow.
towards the lighthouse. Yeah,
Wow.
it was pretty wild. But I think because he was nervous, that's why he was asking them, am I worried? Am I scared? You know, I was like, no. And then I'm like, well, when it got to the point where it was like right there, I'm like, well, maybe, you know.
Ben, what's up? I'm sorry if I left you backstage. It's kind of
Hey, what's
blended
up,
in.
guys?
Bring it on. How then?
What's going on, guys?
How you
We
doing,
blessed.
man?
We
Pretty
blessed.
good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
We were like, okay, yeah, we should probably get out of here. The kids are at home, and you know.
Yeah. When I got my experience, I started asking stupid questions. To be honest,
There's no stupid
There's
questions.
none.
No.
stupid-
I was
No.
nervous. To be honest, because I hear this. It's like a buzzing. There's so many of them that is like, zzz, and I'm in the garage, and I'm like, what is this sound? And I'm thinking it's my phone vibrating, and I'm hearing this bzzz, bzzz. And I started looking toward the buzzing, and I step outside, and when I look, I was like, oh my, I was like, hey, Freddie, come here. Immediately got the phone and I started recording. And after that, I was not good. I started asking 20,000 questions, and all of them were different. I was nervous.
It
Sure.
makes you nervous. It does, because it's the unknown. You don't know what's about to happen. You know, you're in the moment of, am I coming out of this alive? Okay. You know, I mean, with such
Yeah.
a large craft that flew over, you know, and the whole time I'm thinking this is this is technology. I had no reason to think otherwise.
Our technology.
Our
Yeah.
technology that I had no reason to think otherwise. I'm thinking military, advanced, because there was no noise, no sound. I could hear the waves crashing on the ocean. That never changed. But I damn sure couldn't hear anything, no effect of it flying over top of me. You know, it stood out that I recognized that in the moment. I could hear the water still, you know, but I can't hear this thing that I'm looking at. It had lights on each corner of the triangle, one in the middle. You know, I thought up until it got towards the lighthouse that it was, you know, human made, but
Man.
it still freaked me out. Why would it be flying over that close over top of us like that? And it was late. It was
Stevie.
probably midnight or so. We were always out there late.
Hey, Stevie,
WTF,
what
what's up?
did you hear noise out of it or not?
Nothing. Not a
Nothing.
sound.
Because
Not a
me and my dad were fishing one day, and we heard like a ridiculous amount of noise, and it was the same exact like black triangle that you talking about, but it was so noisy.
It was such a deep black. It was almost like
That was the man-made version.
yeah, right?
Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right, Mo. You're right, bro. You're right, brother. You are right.
But
Hey,
this
Fig.
thing was such a dark black. It was almost like a shadow of something. If it wasn't for the lights
Wow.
being on the corner of it, I didn't actually see or recognize that it was a triangle until it reached the shore. So when I'm watching this light, which looked like one, that's what's weird too, is that it was one solid light over the ocean. But as it got right over top of us, you see three on each
They
corner of the
split.
triangle and one in the middle.
Mm.
Yeah.
But the way it
So you
just,
saw Figgy?
I watched it. I was looking out at the ocean and poof. Sorry,
Wow.
Ben.
So
That's no problem.
I'm sorry, Ben. I couldn't hear you.
I know.
I was I just joined because I was talking to my brother. That's what you heard. I mean, you saw Figgy?
Yes, I was in Florida for vacation, and we were cleaning the garage, and suddenly I'm just listening. I'm hearing this buzzing, and I thought it was my cell phone because sometimes I put it in the vibrating mode, and I'm looking for the buzzing sound, and I
Yeah.
step aside. The buzzing sound. It was 8 UFOs on the skyline. Maybe I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 feet, 8 of them. They were coming.
Wow.
Yeah, they were coming and I call my cousin, he's like a brother. And I started asking him all the, hey man, you know, the stupid questions, you know. I was just nervous. And then the last airplane almost collided with an airplane that it was taking off from the airport. And that's when I was
Wow.
like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
real, man. You know,
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to the documentary.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
That
I
should be
did.
good.
It's finished. All I'm gonna take it to this guy. He does sound.
You doing a documentary?
Yeah, it's done. I already finished. Yeah,
It's done.
Wow. That is awesome. I want to see that.
yeah. It's gonna. That's for us. That's what I did it for us, to create awareness that, you know, friend, we're not safe anymore. Not even in the airplanes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You're right about that.
Those
So
people,
Michael said, Ben, Michael said that triangle might have had headers on it.
Oh, yeah. That dude is funny. That dude
Evie's
is
was
funny.
the Tesla version.
Yeah, right.
That dude is funny.
B12, holy carburetor. It's
So-
a unique experience.
Where
So Figgy did a documentary on some UFOs and stuff she's seen, and what's the name of it again?
Chronicles of Origin.
Chronicles of Origin.
no shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm serious. I went full blown on it because
So that's is it available right now?
no, I just finished it 3 days ago.
She's entering
Oh, okay.
in the festival, Ben.
I'm
Okay.
going.
Puerto Rico.
The first screen is going to be in Puerto Rico with my people, and the second one is going to be on the Bentonville Film Festival. Yes, Chronicles of Origin. Yeah.
Chronicles. That's not Chronicles is not spelled right.
So sue me. Okay. You get it. CHRO.
Damn, Mokes.
It could man.
Or what did I put an H in there? Is it CR? I don't know.
Looked up when you ready.
CHRONICLES
C. Oh,
It is.
is all. It's
Yeah.
all good, my brother.
He
No doubt
tried
what you're saying.
an A for
Oh
effort.
yeah, he's a great dude. He's a really good guy.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, he is. Both of them are, man. They always welcome me like I was part of family, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the same exact way I feel.
Yeah, me too, man. Straight up. Yeah.
Yep.
But
It's
how's that?
Stranger, man. That's the
Good
one.
job, dude. That is awesome. Chronicles of Oh, yeah, there you go, buddy.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. That
I'm gonna make
familiar.
sure to watch this documentary. Where's it gonna be playing? Or how can I watch it?
Done with the film
When she
festival.
does the film festival and the premieres and everything, we'll get our hands on it. We'll probably show it here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is
So
awesome.
we
Looking
can,
forward
I'm
to it.
excited for you, Biggie, because I know this is something you've been passionate about since the minute you saw them and witnessed what you saw. I get that.
it touched
That's
me.
awesome.
Really,
Yeah, that
really
you followed through and did this. That's awesome.
Yes.
touched
Good
me.
good luck with it.
So figured, have you ever? It's just like you've seen UFOs, or have you ever seen any alien beings?
No. Let me tell you how my story started. 1976, Puerto Rico.
That's when I was born.
In 1976, in Puerto Rico, see, Puerto Rico has what is called the Arecibo Observatory.
Yep.
Remember?
Yes, Arecibo. Is that
They-
in Puerto
They
Rico?
just mentioned
It
it
is
though.
in Puerto
I
Rico.
did not know that. I saw
Yes,
that on
sir.
the X Files.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Arecibo.
Before it was an observatory, it used to be the center of iosphere. They were beaming,
Ionosphere.
yeah, they were beaming signals.
Yes.
Oh really?
That's where the Arecibo message come from.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
People in Puerto Rico didn't like it. They were against it.
Mm.
I remember, I was a kid, but I remember.
Breeze. Take care, buddy. Real quick, Breeze, are you gonna be at the conference next week? Or yeah, next week. Next Saturday?
I believe, yes.
10
Yes,
days?
Yes, next Saturday.
Let me just see what he says. Okay, you guys can go on. I can wait.
Sorry.
Just
In 1976, the certain
Arecibo.
scientists, certain scientists.
Was that the source of the WOW transmission?
Say that again.
I do.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, ma'am.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Do you know what he's referring to? There was a
No,
listening.
that's probably something different.
I don't know. There was a listening post that they got a transmission from space that was
Rhythmic.
way different than all the rest, and they
Yeah.
circled a wow on it, and it was, what was it?
Well, they don't know.
It was like, I don't know if it was a radio wave or
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that was the one that they catch in Arizona.
okay.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. It was Arizona, not
Yeah,
All
but
right.
I'm talking about 1972, 1967. These
Okay.
scientists in Puerto Rico sending signals to the outer space because they want to make contact with aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, ma'am.
when that came out, the people from Puerto Rico, some people was like, no, don't do that. Because we don't know what we're gonna
Exactly.
Yeah.
you know, but they did it. There was two scientists that is very well known here in the United States, and they work for NASA. They were the one with the great idea, And not only did they send the Arecibo message, but also in the rocket Voyager 1, they send a golden disc.
Disc, yeah.
Those two scientists,
hmm
one that they were in 1960 something messing with that stuff in Puerto Rico. So the people in Puerto Rico were like, don't do that here, because we don't know what we can face. What about if they're unfriendly?
Could be ringing the dinner bell.
Right?
Right.
You know,
You're right.
exactly. So it changed hands from the Department of Defense military. It changed hands to the University of it's either Harvard or the one that is in the, I can't remember the name right now. Anyway, the university took over. So they stopped the beaming, but they came into the rocket and they sent the golden disc in the Voyager 1.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
then in Puerto Rico, the farmers were complaining about the cows being killed with the insides open and
Cattle mutilations, right?
a lot of cattle mutilation started happening in the island.
Wow.
People were mad, big
I
time.
bet. I bet.
It was Chupacabra.
The chupacabra was after in the 90s. I'm talking about 60, 70, 80.
I don't know how old Chupacabra is.
Chupacabra was from Puerto Rico.
I know.
He's saying he doesn't know.
I don't know how long. Yeah, how long ago?
When that I remember, it was in the 90s.
I
Okay,
thought so. I
okay.
thought late 80s, early 90s was when I first heard about it.
Yeah.
Because
So
that was the time that I had spent time in Puerto Rico. Was
Okay.
around that time. But and it was real. Everybody was talking about it.
oh yeah,
So yeah.
there was a lady who did a drawing of it. So she was so certain she drew it.
My son lived in Puerto Rico in like the late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, Figgy,
No,
man.
no, it was later. It was 2007.
Have you ever heard of Linda Moulton Howe?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't have to tell
She
you
passed
anymore.
away.
Yes,
Didn't
the lady, I have much respect and admiration for her. Let me tell you something. Linda Morton Howell, she have like a little toy that is an alien that is called the Trantaloid. Trantaloids are the aliens that they don't got hands, they got like clappers. Well,
Yeah.
looking at that, and I find the same thing in the hieroglyph in Arizona. You know, the
Really?
I swear to God, bro, and Lord is my witness.
Where
I
in
believe you.
Arizona?
Same one that Linda Morton Howe has. It's like a kind of a toy that somebody designed for her. It's called a Trantaloid. It's a
Yes,
kind
it
of
is. Trantaloid.
Trantaloid. It doesn't have hands. It has like a
Pinchers. Lobster pinchers.
Lobster claws.
like the claws from a lobster.
Yes.
Bet you that's delicious.
They're round. There's a drawing of the same thing from God knows when in the hieroglyphic up in Arizona. I find it like 6 months ago. I was
Where
like,
where in Arizona?
in Arizona.
Do you know where?
Where
in
at in Arizona?
the hieroglyphic from the tribe. What is the name of the tribe?
There's a lot of
Wow.
different tribes in Arizona.
There is.
Yeah, but it's the one that they go on the ground. Itu, the one that they live on the ground. The
Mm.
amp.
Oh, that was the Pueblo Indians had
I
the
believe that's
No,
Kivas.
it's before the Pueblo, way before the Pueblo.
Wow.
The shit. Hold on.
Inu, what's the name of that word?
Hold on.
They used to live on the ground with the alien people, which
Yeah.
and people. People, it was like
Yeah,
this.
the Navajo referred to the ant people.
So that's
Yeah.
that's
Um,
I've heard of that for sure.
because
well,
you have Hopi, Navajo, Dene, which is it's basically Navajo. Apache. You have a lot of different tribes in Arizona.
I remember because I have it written, but I just don't have the file right now because I finished working like 3 days ago. So I
Yeah.
put it away. But listen, they have a hieroglyphic on the wall with the same hands like the tantraloid that Linda Moulton Howell has that somebody did for her as a present.
That's weird.
Wow.
Unbelievable, my friend.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sometimes it made me feel like I'm not from here, you know? Yeah,
Well, yeah, we all have these feelings sometimes.
it looked like there were people here before us, man, and they were not nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
You
There are
know,
stories about. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
there's more than 8 civilizations that they disappear. 8. Ocho
Yeah.
civilizations, they're gone.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, as far as like Aztec and just up and vanished. Yeah, the Anasazi.
Yeah, and as
Um,
they
Yep.
say that in the pueblo, they say that, but I doubt it.
well, they said they got absorbed into the Pueblo tribes. I don't know.
Mhm.
But yeah, the what were they called?
Remember the Olmec, which is the in Central America.
Yeah. Yes. I know
The
what you're
head.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
The Olmecs, they're gone too.
Well, they predated the Inca. They were before the Inca and the Aztecs.
The same with the one in down in Argentina, Chile, Argentina. They used to trade with the African. The African used to come to the coast and trade with them. I'm talking about
Okay.
like, and they still have the memorabilia. And they say that they came in boats and big boats, and they came, they rich, they got gold all over their neck. So it's not like there was not poor people down there in Africa. They got gold mines by the billions.
Wow.
Yeah, Solomon was getting his gold from there.
From
King
Africa?
Yeah, King Solomon from Africa. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
hmm Because the tree, there's like one type of tree that grows in Africa, and King Solomon was getting it too. So I was like,
Go
busted.
from a tree?
No. It's one type of tree that grows only in Africa. Besides,
Oh,
he was getting gold. So I
oh,
was like, connecting the dots. I was like, let
oh,
me
okay.
go and also bring the trees
so I
also
know there's
because
a
the
lot
tree,
what Richie wrote. Aliens or demons? Facts.
oh
Mm,
What
yeah,
are
oh yeah.
your opinions on that?
I
mm.
don't
And I think that just like you can compare, say, Bigfoot or even just humans, there's good and bad. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe I'd like to think that.
With a statement like aliens are demons, then you're bringing religion into question.
Yes.
You are. Yes, definitely.
You know,
It's
and
exactly that.
that's that's
Now,
probably one of the reasons like they're not coming out with the facts, the true facts about aliens or what they have. You know, they'll give us this little, they'll throw
here
us a bone every once in a while, but they ain't telling us shit.
No.
And
I
because it would throw religion
Everything
into
that we were
turmoil.
taught were
Dude,
wrong.
they didn't acknowledge the goddamn the whole quote unquote drone thing on you know what I'm talking about? That just happened. What was that? That wasn't all drones. It wasn't all. Either it was Chinese stuff that they don't want to talk about, or it was extraterrestrial.
Could be. We do it to them. We send them probes to Mars and to the moon.
I know we do. And you know what? And they send stuff over here too. But I don't know what it is.
If we do it to them, they can easily do it to us.
I want to know is how are they getting here? Are they traveling millions and millions of miles, or are they just slipping
No,
through a portal?
No,
Well,
they got,
They just coming through another dimension and like we're here.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
I got a picture where the cloud is completely became round, and the aircraft comes from the middle of it, and then it's split in three. So that cloud has to be turning in order to becoming like the center. Portals exist since biblical times.
Wow.
They exist. The name Bethel. There's a in Israel. There's a town named Bethel. That was the place that Jacob, the one that he fell asleep, and he saw the stairs, and in the stair there was angels coming up and down. The name of the town is Bethel because
Bethel.
Bethel means the Bethel means the place of God, something like that. Because
Where was that? What
I'm talking
country was
about Bethlehem.
no.
No.
Bethlehem is something different, but it's same writing.
Bethel?
Okay.
Bethel. Bethel.
Bethel. Yeah.
Yeah, Bethel. The same one. That's when that dream happened. It's in the Bible.
Okay.
Was it Jacob? Esau brother. Remember Esau and the brother
Yes.
Jacob
Jacob. Yep.
had a dream in Bethel. He was
No.
going from. He was leaving because he stole the blessings from his daddy.
hmm
And the mama said, "Go with my family to the other side," which is the city of Ur, because Abraham was from back there. In the process of going from where they were at, he stopped in this place and he fell asleep, and that's what he saw. And he placed a rock in there, and he called the place Bethel.
Oh, okay.
Bethel means God is
Mhm.
here. Or he said that he was watching angels coming in and out. That was like a portal.
Hmm.
So I don't
Mhm.
doubt it. I don't doubt it. I am down to
Yeah.
the level like, wow, everything is possible.
Yeah.
But I
You
don't
can't.
doubt anything at this
You,
point.
yeah.
After the
You
things
can't
that
really
happened,
rule out anything right now.
No,
I
now
just
you
don't
can
doubt.
you can rule
See, the
anything.
one thing I like about this whole genre, I mean, we're in a Bigfoot community, but we're open-minded. Everybody here is open-minded.
Yeah.
That's why they're here. So to have these discussions, we forget about the 97% of the country that's not as open-minded. Not
Well, we're
97.
not talking to them, bro. We're not
But I'm
talking to
saying,
them.
it's refreshing that we can sit here and talk all day about this shit,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and
We
Joe
all
Schmo next door is clueless.
we have
You're
a
right about that. You're right. I could talk to y'all about this for 10 more hours.
yeah, because the experience shake you. Like I was telling you, I was questioning myself. I know what I was watching. I
Yeah.
knew there was three of them right here. Cruise control, no hurry.
You
And
can't
I'm
help
asking
but
questions to
question
my people.
everything.
Yeah.
And I asked 20,000 questions in 1 minute, and it was the same question in different ways. And the
Yes,
guy was,
ma'am.
I don't know what the hell is that, man. And I was like, "Are those UFOs?" He was like, "Hell, I don't know."
And it
And
stays
then
with
when
you day
I
after
see the
day.
airplane, that's what wakes me up. I was like, "Oh Lord, please don't let it crash." That's when
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh Lord." You're gonna see in the video. When I went silent, it was in the collision time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when you shared it on the show that night. That's crazy. How close it came to the plane.
I fly most of the time. I'm always on airplanes.
Oh,
For
yeah.
me as a traveler, seeing that, I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! Wait a second. Because
I've kind of found something out today, which is kind of unsettling. So my parents saw a UFO up close, right? Then me and my brother did. Then my brother's kid did. So you know how it's supposed to be generational?
yes,
I am fucking.
That's
I,
three.
I, I
That's
don't
three
even want to
generations.
know what.
That's 3 generations right there.
Yes, it is. So I don't
so
even want to know if something happened, but there's probably a decent possibility that it did.
exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't like that at all. Fuck that.
yeah, no.
Count
Fuck
any
that.
because that might be the truth. Something happened, and then he
Yes,
make contact.
yes, yes.
It's it's those things, man. For me, I'm telling you, I was speechless, man. I just started praying.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna happen. Honestly, they were so close, so
And
close.
with all of these things, there's time discrepancies. So I mean, the person that you were with when it happened doesn't agree on the time. So I mean, that's man. I had
You're
enough of
talking about lost time.
That happens.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
those
That's
happen.
not good. I hate that, bro. I hate that. I
Yeah,
really
but
do.
you know something, Ben, between us. To be honest, excuse me. To be honest, it's a bigger fish to catch. The time, there's nothing we can do about that. But now let's figure it out since when and to whom and why this thing keeps approaching your family. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I know. I know.
Time, what are the reason why those things are happening?
Yeah.
Even
Besides
if
me, a lot of people in my family are really smart and stuff. Besides me. Uh,
You're intelligent, Ben. Knock it off.
but man, it's fucking scary.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, yes, it is. I just want to tell you this, and with this one, I'm leaving because I'm hungry. But listen to this. In the Bible says that in the ends of time, the beast from the wild will come out and attack us. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's a
Yes,
part.
ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
there's a part. He also he mentioned the locust, and he mentioned how the locusts look, which is
Mm-hmm.
the insectoids that they are on the
hmm
ground. The locusts that
Yes.
the Bible is talking about. If you
Oh,
ain't
so the locusts of the vibe of the Bible are insectoids?
the insectoids, yeah, look at the
Yes.
description.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
He said that it looked like he has a shield. I have a picture of the insectoid, and he has a shield in the chest. He
Mm.
got, he got killing. Uh, where he that guy? He killed the. They were grave robbing in Peru. They
Yeah.
was from the graves, and they went through this tunnel, and there was six of them, and the guy Latino, and they were trying to steal whatever, so they found this, uh, let's call it like a burial chamber.
hmm
They open it, And when they open it, what it was inside of it, it has it said that it was a woman with the eyes like the insectoids.
Yeah.
And suddenly they got surrounded by
Mm,
the insectoids. It looked
that
like that
doesn't
was
sound fun.
it looked like that was the queen that she was buried in there. And
Oh,
yeah, and all of them got gold. So they got into a fight, and some of them got killed, and they took the gold out of it. And one of them is the one that the Mexican people was showing, the alien. That's one
yeah.
of them got killed. Yeah,
So
that's
they call them what do
remember
they
that
call
alien that
them?
they were showing in Mexico.
Tridactyls. You know about the tridactyls
Yeah, I
from
heard about that.
Peru?
Yeah, yeah. Peru and Louisiana and Arizona.
Yeah, yeah.
One in Louisiana close to the dam. People seen it many, many times.
Yeah,
I
but
was
they have these mummies I'm talking about, you know?
the mummies, the one that Mexico was showing, that's the one from Peru. They
Okay,
sold it
yes, yes, ma'am.
right.
Tridactyls.
No, 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 no. The mummy that is in there is the one that they took from the inside of the earth.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was not a pterodactyl. That was an alien.
He said tridactyl, not
Yeah,
pterodactyl.
not pterodactyl, tridactyl. Tri as in three and three fingers.
Yes, yes, they do have three hands. I'm
Yes.
thinking about the bird, the
No, ma'am.
triumph.
No.
My bad.
Tridactyl.
My
That's
bad.
no
My bad.
problem. Not a
Yeah,
problem at all.
they did open the grave and took the gold, and they got surrounded by the people who the aliens that protect the queen.
Well,
And they got
obviously somebody survived because the story is out. So what happened?
well,
Did they all?
they took one of the dead bodies and sold it to the Gaia channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gaia. They
Yes.
purchased the
Yes. GAIA.
Gaia channel buy it from
Yes.
them for 2-3
Okay.
million.
Mm.
That's how he ended up in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Remember the day that they showed this alien in Mexico that they was doing the big release, and it's a real one. It was from the Peru incident.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that is quiet because that belongs to Peru. That doesn't belong to that's grave robbing.
I guess I understand.
Yeah, it's from Peru.
what were the skulls? The
Crystal
elongated.
skulls.
No, the elongated skulls.
Oh yeah.
Those are from
Peru.
Yeah.
Peru as well.
Yeah. What do you think about them?
Miraculous skulls.
They did the DNA test and they came out not from here.
Really?
They did the DNA test. They're not human.
So, like, last I heard about that, the elongated skulls were that you know how like in Africa they'll like
It's
put
binding.
plates in their lips or
Or stretch their necks, or
stretch their necks out.
yeah.
But
Usually, when the they start it from when they're a baby because the skull isn't fused yet. So then they
yeah,
like the
Exactly.
Japanese would bind concubines' feet. You know,
Yes,
they would bind them and
they
They
would.
just squeeze the skull until it becomes elongated. That's
Yeah.
what they do. But
So is that what happened, or is it a human, or it's not?
No, it's not human, friend. No, it's not.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
The piranhas,
Doesn't look human, but you know, you never know.
they were
Yeah, I
breeding.
mean,
Remember, they've been breeding together.
Stevie
They
B Nana wants to go back to Mogollon Rim next
You
year.
see what I wrote under that?
Yep,
even
let's plan it.
Oh, I said, "Go in, I'll meet you there."
well, it's
Mm,
they
I
got
love
the
Moby on Rim.
remember the Nazca lines?
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's an airport. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
yeah. Because all of those things that they got in Nazca, like you
Can only
can't see it, but anywhere from the air, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Some asshole recently in a truck drove all over. He was drunk and he drove all over those Nazca
He
lines.
tore them
Of
up.
course,
Tore the
of
fuck out of
course,
them.
of course.
Yeah,
Of
they
course.
always somebody that come to mess up the
But
party.
but I've been wondering, like the Nazca lines, how did they stay uh so pristine for so long?
Right.
Yep.
Well,
Because
it's,
usually when it rains, the water flow creates erosion. None of the Nazca line has that.
No.
And they are
Mm,
the spider and the monkey, they are on the wall of the face of the mountain.
yeah, they're on the side. Yeah.
You have to have some erosion.
Do that.
You
yeah.
know, well, that would, what she's getting at is when
No, I
something is
know.
on the wall, it erodes a
It
lot
erodes,
quicker, but
right.
this doesn't.
It have not done at all.
So what are the Nazca lines made of? That's what I've always wondered.
I thought
Like,
it was
so
just a bunch of
you can see
stones.
you can see the ground, but it's stones that make the lines.
That's what I thought.
I have no idea, but I tell you this
Find
much:
out.
whoever were doing those things, they were intellectual beings.
Oh yeah.
Precision that
What
they
are the
did,
Nazca lines
the
made of?
monkey, the spider, the bird. Oh, that the people from Peru, they are kind, humble people. They're not the kind of a person that is gonna just stand up and draw you a beautiful hummingbird.
Mm-hmm.
No, this it's a different mentality. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So
When
it says here that the Nazca lines, a collection of giant geoglyphs in southern Peru, are created by removing the reddish brown iron oxide coated pebbles from the desert floor to expose the lighter colored sand and clay beneath.
Okay.
So
Okay.
remove the
But how
layers.
does it last that long?
Okay, so how come we don't have no erosion?
That's what I'm wondering.
They got hit by hurricane like Puerto Rico too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in a place of hurricanes. I'm right square into the hurricane place.
Where are you,
The one
Stevie?
that looks like an alien. It looks, big round
Show
head
me.
with the big round eyes and
Okay,
looks like an arm waving. Yeah.
He's on the face.
Yeah, it looks like a humanoid figure, but it looks alien. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like a person.
I think that these people, they were so and so and so
I can't show that. It won't come up.
intellectual that they destroyed themselves. You hear me, friend?
What's that?
The civilization that was in there, they were smart that they destroyed themselves. They got into
Oh.
That's really light. I can't
Why would they do that?
too light.
power, just power. Look at Washington, the Congress. It's power.
Destroy themselves.
They war amongst themselves.
Oh, among themselves. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
look at that one, Ben.
Yeah, I know. I see it. Wow. That's a classic gray alien.
But he
But
has
that's
like
one of the Nazca lines figures
it has like a head, don't it?
with the
Well,
big
yeah.
eye.
Say no more.
The way the feet are look like almost like rounded out like boots.
Yeah.
Ask As anyone from the Indian tribes in Peru, they got like 20 different tribes. Has anybody to try to recreate them?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
They won't be able to.
No,
Judy, good
I
night.
mean,
Well, listen, go ahead. We're gonna
I'm sorry, brother.
cut this off soon. No. Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna say, how can anybody do this from the ground without having an aerial view? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do they know it came out right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly
we
perfect.
have no idea what it looks like.
Exactly perfectly. How did,
Yeah,
I mean, how can you do this on the ground and get it perfect?
put the tail in the leg and the leg on the tail.
Yeah.
Why would you do it at that large of a scale?
Yes. Yes.
It's those enigma.
Yep.
Yes. It is an enigma for sure.
Yeah.
This world is such a crazy place, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm really struggling to try to understand it.
I quit
You
trying
know,
to figure
I just
man,
go with
you know what?
flow,
it out. Roll with
and that's
it.
all you can do.
Yeah.
I thank y'all so much to try to help me understand this shit, because I really don't, and I really want to. You know?
We don't. I don't.
I don't know that anybody truly understands
You
it.
know.
Oh
Here's
man.
all the questions.
It's a
But-
very it's a subject that it has layers, Ben. Too many
Yes,
layers, centuries.
you're
And
exactly right.
let's say that we are the last civilization before everything changed and the new order comes from heaven. At
Like
least we
Is that actually
That is pretty sure.
peeling layers off an onion, right?
huh?
It's like peeling layers off an onion.
It is layers after layers after layers. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're right about that.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
a very controversial
They use
issue
AI to make it
because
clear.
it has no end.
Okay.
All
You're
of those,
right.
those is the enemies of God the Creator. That's what practically boils down to.
Okay.
They're sabotaging God's creation like they did in the Garden of Eden. Now they do earth. Same that with
Yeah.
watchers. Everything that God does, they sabotage it. That's what
Wow. I could talk to you for a long time.
talks about. So we just gotta keep ourselves, our nose clean and let the whatever happen. But at the end, it's gonna be individually. Your heart.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. For sure.
Get right with God.
Right.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
actions, how you treat others.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right. I try to treat people well, you know.
So do I.
Yes, sir. I agree.
But it's getting about that time, huh?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
Figgy,
Thank you.
good to talk to you. Stevie,
Likewise.
thank you for having me. Mo,
Ben, it was great
thank you for
seeing you, bro.
entertaining me.
Yeah, Ben.
We'll talk soon.
All right, buddy. Y'all have a good night.
You
Have a
too,
great
Ben.
weekend, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
So
you. God
excited
bless
for your documentary.
Looking forward to the
So
document.
Looking forward to seeing
Definitely looking forward to that.
it. And I'm excited for you.
And best of luck with it.
Yeah.
Thank
for
you,
sure.
sir. Thank you. I
My
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Thank you for having me and treating me like one of your own. I appreciate
You
it.
are.
You are absolutely
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely.
Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
You
You too, Figgy. Good night.
Thank
Take care.
Well, guys, it's that time.
It was a good show.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I
A
did
little
too.
different.
Good conversation.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, it's
Almost
the
here.
weekend.
Yeah.
Be safe out there. I know there's some storms coming this weekend. Be safe,
Indeed.
So we will be back on Tuesday. You guys know this. And I'm gonna work on trying to do some filming while fishing, figuring out the best thing.
Try to figure out a kayak launch.
Yeah, we'll do that too. Again, thank you. You guys take care of yourselves, take care of one another. We love you. Peace and God bless.